Exterior, boiling aisles. In the woods near the owl house, Luce has placed a myriad of magical objects and paces while reading Philip's journal, trying to open a portal to Earth. Ida supervises, which means drinking a lot of apple blood.
Okay, attempt number 23. Thanks again for agreeing to help, Ida.
Don't mention it, kiddo. But if you wanted me to help, you should have mentioned something 2 apple bloods ago.
Luce puts a hand on Ida's shoulder, eyes shining with adoration.
Your very presence is help enough.
But she stares for a little too long.
Cute, but creepy. Like Hootie when he was a kitten.
Hootie was...
So, what do we got here?
A spell that has a very slim chance of working, but if it does, it might get me back to the human realm.
Well, hot Titan toes. What are we waiting for? Pull the trigger.
We have to be very careful. This spell is unstable, and
Ida has already activated the spell.
Again, probably should have mentioned something 2 apple bloods ago.
Oh, shoot!
Kablooey! A rift between time and space is created before a dazed Ida and Luce swirls a shining portal to...
Exterior, Amphibia. Deep in Wartwood Swamp, the planter family and Anne are hunting for ingredients.
Wait till you kids taste this swamp souffle. It only tastes slightly worse than it smells.
I still think we should have ordered takeout from Stumpy's.
They do grub satay now. So, what else do we need for this suffering?
Souffle.
I said what I said. Well, according to the recipe, we need something called pineapple fungus.
Polly runs over to an odd-looking mushroom and yanks it out of the ground with all her might.
Is this it?
The ground starts to shake. Polly has actually pulled the nose of a gigantic, horrifying creature. A giant, ugly badger with insect eyes and mandibles explodes from the ground and looms over the characters.
Dang it,
Dang it, Polly! In retrospect, I should have asked and then pulled.
The badger beetle roars and they run away, screaming. Exterior, Wartwood Swamp. Some ways away, Ida and Luz step through the glowing portal and gaze around.
Luz! It worked! We're in the human realm.
Ida bows deeply to a passing grub hog.
Milady?
Worry what you think you know about humans.
Well, might as well head to the nearest town and see if they have any S&P approved bug equivalent to liquor.
Hold on, Ida. Do you hear that?
Suddenly, Anne, Hop Pop, Polly, and Sprig come tearing out of the woods. Anne stumbles into Luz, and they both fall over.
What? Whoa! Who are you people?
I don't believe it. Another Anne? And she's better dressed, too.
Whoa, giant frog people. Either that or this is the best apple blood I've ever had. Kid, are you seeing this too?
Anne helps Luz up. The two regard one another with awe.
Another human? I don't believe this.
Me neither. I'm Luz Noceda, and I am very impressed that you're walking around with one shoe.
Yeah, it took some getting used to. I'm Anne, by the way. Anne Boonchoy.
Why do I get the feeling we have a lot in common?
I don't know, but I can already tell we're gonna be besties.
Ida leans over.
Sorry to interrupt, but we've got company.
The badger beetle bursts into the clearing, roaring with rage. Roar! Hop Hop attaches himself to Ida's leg.
Save us, Foxy Lady!
Get off of me.
Luz steps forward. Oh, sorry. Luz steps forward, pulling some glyphs out of her pocket.
Leave this one to me, guys.
She slams a glyph down on the ground, growing vines which shoot out and ensnare the beast.
Whoa, cool. And Polly, let's help too.
Good thinking, bud.
With the badger tied up in magic vines, Anne, Sprig, and Polly all rush forward. Anne draws her racket and hits the badger in the leg.
Take this.
Roar! Sprig loads Polly into his slingshot and fires her at the badger.
Little sister cannon, fire. Here comes the pain!
Pow! Polly hits the badger right in the eye. It whimpers and limps off into the woods, defeated. All the kids, Luz, Anne, Polly, and Sprig, stand tall and look like total bosses. Ida and Hop Hop exchange a glance.
I was about to help.
Ditto.
Anne sheaves her racket and rushes up to Luz.
Wow, you're like a magician or something. That's incredible.
I'm a witch. Well, kind of a witch in training, but I come from the human world originally.
A witch? I know a certain curse-wielding frog girl who would love to meet you.
So, what are you doing here, better dressed Anne?
Polly, rude much?
Oh, I love the chaotic energy coming from the tiny one. Up top, you absolute beast.
Ida and Polly high five.
I'm actually searching for a way home.
Don't tell me. You're trapped in a medieval fantasy adventure rigmarole too?
Less of a medieval fantasy and more of a kid-friendly hellscape on top of a giant carcass, but yep.
Anne grabs Luz's hands.
Oh my god, I have so many questions for you. How are you coping? Do you miss your parents? How was the food there?
And I got questions for you. Where'd you learn how to fight like that? Do you have a found family too? Or a horrifying authority figure to fight?
You have to come over. Hop Hop, can we have a sleepover? Like, right now?
I don't know, Anne. We need to get permission from, what did you say your name was?
I am Ida, the Owl Lady, the most powerful witch on the Boiling Isles. Until recently. But you can call me Ida, you weird little frog man.
Ida winks. Hop Hop blushes, hotter than the surface of the sun.
Yeah. Oh, well, goodness. Well,
Sprig notices the portal starting to flicker and waver.
Luz, Ida, is your portal supposed to do that?
Oh no, we're out of time. I told you this thing would be unstable. Oh, sorry, Anne. We have to go.
No! Luz, don't you dare go!
They clasp hands again, both tearing up.
Another life, Anne. We'll have that sleepover. In another life.
Like some kind of, I don't know, alternate universe?
Luz nods tearfully. Ida grabs Luz by the shoulders and drags her into the portal.
Sorry, kiddo, but I ain't about to get stuck in a world of frogs. Demon Realm, here we come.
Fair enough. Get out of here, you crazy kids. And Luz?
Luz turns back one last time.
Never give up. You can do it. We're both gonna get home. I just know it.
You got that right. Take care, Anne. I love your hair.
Kablowie! The portal collapses with an energy shockwave. The planters and Anne are left dumbfounded.
I don't believe it. A human girl stuck far from home in another world. Just like me.
Two kindred souls.
What are the odds?
well, looks like the swamp souffle is a bust. Guess we'll head back and see if Stumpy's is still open.
We pan to the tree line, and in the distance we hear Hop Hop one more time.
Hey, have any of you seen my wallet?
Exterior Boiling Isles, Luz and Ida stand where the portal once was.
Well, that was something. What do you say we go find King and figure out dinner?
Another human girl, and I barely got to talk to her. I didn't even get a memento to remember her by.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Ida, did you steal that poor frogman's wallet?
Well, I couldn't help it. It was right there.
Quick, we've got to open the portal and return it.
Maybe another day, Luz. Maybe another day.
Meanwhile, just nearby the owl house, Amity paces in front of Tiny Nose.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk to her. Hey, Luz, remember that kiss thing? Well, I don't. We can just go back to normal, right? Hey, do you want to help me study for, Oh, Titan, I forgot what kind of magic I use.
You look nauseous.
I am, but I shouldn't be. I faced a slither beast before, and I barely broke a sweat. Now look at me.
Amity lifts her arms, revealing very sweat-stained armpits on her shirt.
No, I'm Amity Blight. I can do this. I'm gonna walk right up to Luz and say,
Oh, there she is. Reveal, Luz and Ida walking back from their trip in the distance.
I gotta go!
Amity dashes back into the woods before Luce knew she was even there.